God.
This is God.
Hello, welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be taking a look at, and I want to try and break down the new Halloween Ends TV spot. I think it's the second one I think I'm doing. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, here it is.
This time, it will be different. This time, maybe the only way he can die is if I die too.
Halloween Ends. Rated R.
I don't know about you, but I am really hyped up for this film. The more I see that, like any trailer or anything, it gets me more hyped up about it. Obviously I had recorded one, but I didn't really go that much into breaking it down. I mentioned like one or two things about it, so I don't want to do that. I made it and I actually did upload it, and then I deleted it because I was like, no, I want to redo it about, I want to break it down properly, and I just want to talk more about it. And I do apologise that I haven't really been doing that much content recently. Just stuff from family, like the family dog died and stuff like that. So it's just been a bit this week. So yeah, that's the only reason why I haven't really been doing that much uploads. And yeah, let's get into it properly. So we first have a look at a bunch of kids saying trick or treat right outside her house, which I believe is Laurie Strode's new house. And then obviously we got Alison, who walks up to a piano and starts playing like a certain song, which I think it'll be cool if they maybe add a flashback between, maybe get a little girl to be Alison and make a flashback between her mum teaching her that song, possibly, or something like that. I think that might be pretty cool if we showed that they had a bond, like a proper one, when they were younger. Then we cut to Laurie Strode looking outside a house, but this is a different house to the one we saw earlier. So if the one we saw earlier was her house, then this one would be a different house. But whose house could it possibly be? I think it could be Frank's house, potentially, and maybe she was going to go in there and talk to him, possibly. Maybe actually, because they must be dating, because of the way they were in Kills, but maybe not. But I'm not sure. Maybe it could be his, or maybe someone else's that we don't know about, potentially. Maybe it could be I don't think it's Corey's, but I'm not sure. And then we see that Michael Myers is obviously going back to his stalking ways and stalking her, because we see him by the tree. And then obviously when she looks, he's gone, which is that's just classic Michael, isn't it? Then we see Corey, I believe this is, in the sewer with a flashlight looking around, and with Laurie's voice going above it saying, this time, maybe if, pretty much they both have to die at the same time, potentially. Which I actually like that idea. My mum actually came up with some sort of theory on that one. She said, basically she was just copying like Harry Potter with Voldemort and Harry, that maybe there's something attached, and said, oh yeah, wouldn't this be cool if it happened in Halloween? And I was like, I don't know how they'll do about that, but potentially. Then as Laurie carries on by saying it will be different and everything, as Corey's walking, as he gets Michael comes and grabs him by the throat. As you can just see, he's like masked with the cobwebs and the mold and everything. It's just so cool. But I still want to know, what's up with this copycat killer thing? Obviously, we're not going to find out until October 14th. Well, longer for me, because they're not going to let me in. But, you know, it doesn't matter. But when I do see it, Bet me. But I bet you I'm going to do some videos. Then we cut to Laurie Strode in her car looking at potentially maybe a takeaway or something. Like a restaurant, possibly. Maybe she doesn't trust Corey. She has suspicions that he's the copycat killer. And maybe Allison and Corey are on a date there. So she's outside watching and maybe she's like getting back into that detective work, maybe. Like, well, not detective work, but more like trying to see if her suspicions are true. I think that would be pretty cool. I thought I might as well mention it. And then we cut to like some sort of like tools, like being like a blowtorch, I think it is. And yeah, I thought it could be possibly Michael, but then I was like, nah, that ain't Michael. So it could be anyone. Maybe Frank, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I just wasn't sure if I should mention it, so I just decided to mention it just in case it's important or anything. Then we cut to someone that's like behind barbed wire, like, you know when it's on a fence and it's like falling down on someone and it looks like they're screaming. It could potentially be Corey, but I'm not too sure. Which I think I don't know. He's possibly the only one I can actually think could be him, but I'm not overly sure because I know obviously he gets bullied and stuff, so potentially that's what it is. And then obviously which I believe is Corey on the floor. As you see Michael just stand on top of him. Maybe it's not, because maybe he dies in the sewer. I think he might do, but maybe it's not Corey then. But I'm not too sure. We see Michael stand over him, which I'm assuming he's going to kill him, whoever it is. Because, you know, it's Michael. That's what he does best. Now we're in the part of the TV spot that I'm really interested in. It's when Laurie Strode says, maybe this time it will be different. Maybe the only way is if he dies, like I die, he dies, that kind of thing. That's what really interests me, because I don't know what it could mean. Several things, in my opinion. I think it could mean a lot of things. It could mean, one, potentially, maybe she has to sacrifice herself to get Michael dead. Or that, maybe, basically, they might have a connection or something. But I very much doubt it, because they said he's not obsessed with her. But potentially, or that they both have to kill each other. Like, maybe there's like some sort of like prophecy, like Harry Potter. I know I'm going back to that Harry Potter references with Voldemort and Harry. Maybe, potentially, they could have done something like that. Or maybe it's just, maybe she has to, like, sacrifice, yeah, like I said, sacrifice herself to save others. And that's what leads him and her to die together. Potentially. But another reason, I don't know. And then obviously you see Hopkins and like a bunch of officers running. So I think potentially this is maybe in the middle, maybe, because I think people on groups have said maybe Allison is the one to kill him. Please, 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 don't make it her. I do. If you watch my other Halloween Ends videos, you know my thoughts on Allison. I do not like her, and I will be annoyed if she's the one to kill him. I don't even think he's going to die, to be honest, but I think it's because Laurie Strode's dead. That's when they're running. I think that would be pretty cool. Well, I don't really care that much for Laurie Strode. Michael's the main person we're here for. Now, this is kind of where things can get interesting with the copycat situation. I'm not saying this is a copycat. I'm just saying it could be. But it could, because it's hiding the other hand. So you don't know if it's the copycat or if it's actually Michael. I'm hoping there's no copycat, but you know, where we see it, someone like a DJ player, like it's someone that was doing the DJ, and you got Michael that gets to the back of his hand, grabs his head, and like proper smashes it down. And obviously we see like a lovely like look on Michael's new mask, which is literally the same one from Kills, just a more older, more mouldier kind of mask, which I love Halloween Kills' mask. I really actually think it's a really cool mask. I actually enjoyed it, the look of it. But Halloween Ends mask looks pretty cool too. Then we cut to Laurie Strode getting thrown. I'm assuming gets thrown on the floor because like she falls and grabs the knife. So I think it's that, and her hand's fully like screwed up. I mean, the look on her hand, it is screwed up. But then we got like Michael like going towards a door, I think it is, where I think this is maybe where he meets Laurie for that final big ass showdown. No, sorry, my bad. I think he was going for a knife maybe from the drawer maybe, but Laurie just slams the door and literally goes for him. But I think she's gonna get her ass kicked at that moment. It looks that way from where we're watching it. But I think with that fight, it's probably more of a in and out kind of fight. Like 1 minute Michael's winning, next minute Laurie's winning, and I think they might do it like that because Laurie goes on top of him and stabs him. I think it might be in the face this time, but you don't know because it looked like way, and then you just don't know where she's actually stabbing. Maybe the chest. She might have stabbed him, but I'm not too sure yet. Okay, so that's the end of the little TV spot. I'm actually obviously that's the end of the video. If you like today's video, make sure you like and subscribe because it helps the channel out a lot. And if you're excited for Halloween Ends, let me know what are you most excited for. I'm just really, to be honest, I'm just excited to see another Michael Myers movie. But the main part I'm really excited for is to see the showdown between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers, because I think it's going to be an ultimate showdown between the lot. And that's mainly what I'm really excited for. But the main thing I'm really, really excited for is just to see Michael Myers again. I know it was last year we got Halloween Kills, but I mean, it's been a year. I want to see him again. But yeah, let me know what you think and what your favourite part is. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. See you soon. Go watch a scary movie or something.